Hi guys, I decided to make this short intro video before I start reading Casey at the Bat to you. I did not know that it was a really famous poem. I had no idea. After I read it, Mr. Schultz, who loves baseball, said, yeah, everybody knows that poem. It's super famous. I said, what? So I decided to look it up. Well, even he doesn't know how famous it is because he's already sleeping while I'm finishing off pints of pistachio ice cream because what I found is so cool. First of all, that's a pretty cool composition there. This is from Walt Disney. I'm going to show you just clips of these different things, and I'm going to have links to all these in your lesson plan or right below my video. Listen to this. So this is just a tiny bit of Walt Disney's 1946. It was part of the Silly Symphonies, his Casey at the Bat. And that's Walt Disney's book that you're going to see me reading out of, which was from 1956, I believe, was the book. And apparently he did a lot of times in a number of different books, which you'll see in some of the links that I share. But check this out. Now, I don't want you to really watch anything. That image is pretty cool. I like the illustration. But I want you to listen to see if you can tell me who this is.
Stricken multitude, grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey's getting to the bat.
They're all just reading the poem, even in the Silly Symphonies. Do you know who it is? Listen again.
But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the...
Did you say Darth Vader? If you said Darth Vader, you are absolutely right. Whoop, whoop. Mr. Scalcio like that. Yeah, it's James Earl Jones, but guess what? That voice, he is also the voice of Mustafa in The Lion King, and he is the voice of CNN. So if you turn on CNN and you hear his voice, that's who's reading Casey at the Bat. But I found even way cooler stuff than that. If you see all these tabs I have open there, we have Schoology, where I was writing comments and uploading lessons. But all the way down to here, of these 100 tabs that I have open, I found a music score. Apparently, this is played by President's bands all the time. So this is just the score and a little music. It's apparently very famous, and it was in the Disney cartoon. Silly Symphonies, right? It's part of a symphony. So you can find a lot of videos on that if you're really into music. There's some really cool Marine band playing that. But this was the coolest thing that I found, and I had to research actually a long time to find this clip for you. So you know that I do a lot of film studies, right? We always do. And I've taught, if you're older, you've probably already learned that Thomas Edison is actually who invented the first projectors, the electric light bulb. This, look at the name, is called Casey at the Bat. When you read the story with me in a minute, you're going to find out how old that story is. It's a poem/story. This is from Thomas Edison. That is the date it was on YouTube, not the date it was made. The date of this was made in 1889, not 1989. That's the year I graduated high school. 1889, boys and girls. And there's a tiny bit of the fragment of the film left. This isn't just baseball players, which is a lot of what they did in early filmmaking, just to film things to film them because it was a new technology.
It became a mythic event.
Now they're talking on here.
Baseball fiction.
It's a documentary
This 1899 version of
about
Casey
the
at the Bat
film.
by Thomas Edison was among the first baseball movies made. It was just the beginning.
And what they were talking about was Casey at the Bat. There are a ton of things on YouTube. There are so many storybooks and different artworks, and I could have spent hours. Well, actually, I did spend hours and a pint of ice cream. on finding all this stuff. But that's the stuff that gets me excited about art, and that's the stuff that gets me excited to teach you boys and girls. And I wish I could see you tomorrow in the classroom, because I'd have pictures printed out and I could share all of this stuff with you in person. But instead, I had to tack on this little bit of a video, and I'm going to send a bunch of links in the assignment that I'm sending out this week. Your assignment? Well, your assignment is to look and listen and watch and learn. This is really all American history, boys and girls. Baseball is America's sport. Baseball is American history. Through art and filmmaking and music and writing of stories, that all comes together. Walt Disney was really one of the greatest American storytellers of all time, because he kept a lot of these American stories going. He kept them popular. He took them from being old 1888 poems to actually being a funny cartoon. All right, I know I'm blabbing, but I'm super excited, and I hope you are too. I do not read the book nearly as good as Darth Vader does, so I'm sorry for that, but hopefully you enjoy it. Bye.